Okay. Everything looks good. Yeah, everything looks good. Okay. Okay, hello there everybody, this is MarBB13 here, and welcome to the Great Ace Attorney of Chronicles. We're going to continue where we last left off. Is that we were getting these people good. Like, we were getting them good. So here we are, where we last left off. It was so terrifying. Everything that happened. I panicked and thought I should try to hide the fact that I'd been there at all, she's saying. Good gracious. Sorry. There, I assured the court before. This is of no consequence at all. Oh, please. You must remember that this student just is a luncheon companion before her very eyes. Who could blame her for concealing a glass or two in her state of disarray? Tampering with evidence. Yes, let's just call it that. That's absurd. Oh, really? Do you take it that you are now going to accuse this vulnerable young and beautiful woman of mischief? What? No, this can't be put down to mischief. Okay, so going along with murder to mischief. She's definitely way more lenient. Oh yeah, I forgot this was starting to get much more. God. I truly do not want to get involved in things like that. So I'm just gonna just keep it the way this is, because this is based on, what was it, the 18th century Japan? Where if a lady were to commit a crime that would be considered mischief? Back in those days. Exactly how the lady took the glass for the scene. It was seen that she slipped it into a small handbag she was carrying. Where was the handbag? Yes, Your Excellency, a small handheld pouch commonly carried by well-to-do women in England. So the beautiful lady has graciously explained how she was able to remove the glass from the scene now. However, the fact remains that this glass has absolutely no bearing on the case. The student has been trying to confuse the court with logical reasoning, but in the end, it comes to nothing. No more pretentious accusations. We have wasted enough time already. Indeed, the lady has offered a satisfactory explanation as to why she removed this glass. I think that therefore, we can consider the matter to have no bearing on the case. Counsel for defense, are you in agreement? Okay, she's definitely tampering with the glass. She's definitely tampering with the evidence. And I'll fudge her up for that. If you want to pursue this matter further, you're gonna need to show that it has some deeper significance. Yes, you're right. So she took the glass away in her handbag. If there is a deeper significance, there is. Give out the handbag. She could have had a gun inside a handbag. The handbag. Wait, the lady put the glass in her handbag, you say? To try to keep up, it's only been explained to the court that all English women carry handbags for small items. Let me see. A little while ago, Miss Brett stated the following. There are no pockets in my outfit. I have nowhere to hide a gun. But what she forgot to mention was her handbag, which would be perfectly possible to conceal a gun. You're right. Well done, partner. I had a feeling you picked up on that too. What are you insinuating, you fat, wild blackguard? It's very simple. The gunshot was heard when the defendant picked up the gun from the restaurant floor. As he didn't fire the gun, we can deduce there must have been another firearm at the scene. The true murder weapon, if you will. You can't be seriously be suggesting. Inspector Hosonaga. Yes? Did you or did you not search Miss Jezebel Brett's handbag on the day of the murder? No, sir, I did not. As I thought. In other words, another gun, the one I actually used to kill the professor. It could have been hidden in Miss Brett's handbag. No! Got him! Got her! I knew she was gonna get it. Order! 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 What's the meaning of this, Inspector? Meaning of what, Professor Ayuchi? I'm prosecutor. Why on earth did you not have the lady open up her handbag and show the contents at the time? Thanks to your bungling incompetence, now she has to endure these uncomfortable accusations. Brilliant work, partner. Now we have a chance to expose the real woman behind the mask. Do you think so, Kazuma? Oh, that's allowed. Well, what a sorry situation. Clearly, you have no faith in the police. As I said, I did not search the lady's handbag after the shooting, simply because it was unnecessary. Unnecessary in what way? I ought to thank the student lawyer, really. I have a piece of evidence here that I had completely forgot about. The photographic print. This print of the photograph that I had brought to be printed to take immediately after the shooting. And as you can see, it clearly shows Miss Brett's handbag. Well, I never. You can see it. No, you can't. You definitely cannot see through that. There is definitely something there. That's right. Apparently, the meshwork like these bags are the height of fashion at London at the moment. So the contents are clearly visible. Exactly. So there's no need to search the lady's handbag. If there has to be a gun inside, it would have been immediately be obvious. Urgh. And as you can see, there's nothing implied Miss Brett's guilt. Thank you for helping to prove that, Naruto-san. Ugh. Ugh. Dang it! Inspector Hosonaga will submit the print as evidence at once. Certainly, Your Excellency. The photograph has been entered into the court record. I think you've had a long enough cross-examination, witness. The court has now been shown considerable evidence. As the photograph print records, there is no further significance. I am satisfied there is no longer any room for doubt for this matter. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, so she's really gonna get it. Indeed, and there is only one logical conclusion. That this little pathetic rookie slumped over the bench before us is possible the perpetrator of this crime. No. Just when I thought I was beginning to turn things around. I'm in a worse situation than I was at the start. Kazuma? Sorry, Ryunosuke. Now that the cross-examination of the witness is over, there's no way to force the trial to continue. What you mean? This is it? I must put you've put up a fight for a rookie student, but weak are the meat, while the strong eat. Well, you're wasting your time. There is no way to defeat true justice. In fact, you can chew on your heart's inside of your cell. This can't be happening. Am I really going to be found guilty after a crime I didn't commit? And Kasuma. The dream of going to the study in Great Britain will slip through his fingers. Kasuma. What? Is there really no chance for us to turn this trial around? You heard the judge. There's nothing about the last photograph of the detective can be put in contest, which means there's no basis on which we can argue for the trial to continue. Very well. I will now proceed to the immediately of the ruling. It seems I'll be able to report to the British government after all. That smug little... Okay. Okay, I am definitely gonna chew him up. Irinosuke Naruhodo. Having considered all the evidence placed before me, I thereby... Wait, Your Excellency. Ryunosuke. I don't think you can rule this case yet. The amateur is just getting tedious. When His Excellency demands the trial to be over, give his ruling. This is the most protocol of the courtroom. Your Excellency, just a moment ago, you said this. As a photographic print is just submitted appears to have no further significance, there is no longer any room for doubt for this matter, and I must make my ruling. But if there was a problem with the evidence, glean of new information for this handbag. Exactly. The prosecution is becoming tired of this rookie's desperate wheezes. Yes, I am desperate. But this isn't a wheeze. There's something about this photograph that just doesn't seem right. If I could put my finger on it. Maybe I'll regret the defense one final opportunity. Be warned that if I am unsatisfied with your response, the trial will be over with immediate effect. Do I make myself clear? Yes, Your Excellency. Okay. Okay, here's to take another look at the photographic print as inspected before. Will you will identify for the court where in this print we will see the significant detail to which you have alluded. That okay. Is that the... Okay, well at least I got a few tries. And I did save it beforehand. Look at this here. There's a very unusual mark on the victim's wrist. That is true. It looks like almost a burn of some kind of description. Dear me, I was pondering what that new piffle you would come out with. A burn, you say, on the victim's wrist? Clearly that has nothing to do with the... Yes, that is a burn mark. You're right. You don't want it, Inspector. The police coroner is also noticed it when he was performing his postmortem examination. It was deemed unrelated to the cause of death, so he did not note it in this report. What did I tell you? In any case, we have no idea when the victim suffered this burn, do we? And there's no possible way of knowing either. The more I look at it, the more I find myself intrigued by this curious shape of this mark. However, as Professor Ariuchi points out, unless a firm connection of the case can be shown, I cannot allow further time to be spent on this precise detail of this burn. Excuse me, Your Excellency. It would seem that Miss Brent had a lunch appointment with the Dean of the other staff. She would like to know if she may be excused from the stand now. Oh, of course, dear lady. We shan't hold you any longer. I'm sure His Excellency is about to give out his final ruling anyway. What's your thinking on this, Ryunosuke? Do you believe that this burn has something to do with this case? To be honest, I'm not really sure. But if I don't keep pushing, then it's all over. So I think I should keep digging in the hope that I might uncover something useful. Yes, you're right. I am? If we could just link that burn to the case.